happened? Oh, hi, everybody.
Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs, and welcome to our live show. Happy Friday.
It's live, people.
Mr. HP, say hello.
I love live.
So, thank you for being here, everybody. This guy is something else today.
I love live. Because whatever happens. And,
Say hello to Mr. HP, running the show, pushing buttons left and right, never the right ones.
And it's not this.
And it's not this. Well, we have to wait to talk about that.
Okay, all right.
But first, let's welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Please make sure you say hello in the comments and keep commenting throughout the show.
Please say hello.
Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube.
Say hello. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Introduce yourself. If you're
New around here, you're gonna make friends.
right away, instantly. Instantly.
Don't tell her that I just put her voice as a robot. Like this.
Okay, then I'm just not.
If I'm talking, I have to talk.
Hi, everybody. Sorry.
Is this April Fool's or something?
No, it's going to be Easter.
Yeah, so if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to our channel and keep commenting. We have a giveaway. You can win a $25 gift card. You're knocking me totally off my game today. I don't even remember what I've said already.
That's okay. That's all right.
So
It's live. It's Friday. Whatever happens, happens.
it is Friday.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's a beautiful day.
It is Friday. Now, of course, here at GE on Fridays, we celebrate with a little something in a glass. And with this being Easter weekend, which some of you are going to be celebrating, whether you're celebrating or not, it doesn't mean that you can't have some.
Oh, someone's.
I think this is our second bag. There's still some left, so I am really happy that the second bag
If
made
you say of the year, it might be our
second bag of the year.
15th of the year.
So this time, we have a little theme going on this month with a coffee liqueurs, or Kahlua. So this cocktail actually is featured in one of my books, but I dressed it up a little bit. So I put on the rim some caramel and dipped it in some crunched up chocolate eggs.
That's awesome.
For Easter weekend.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect Easter dessert for those of you that have had enough of chocolate.
What do we got?
It's a Mocha Martini. So what we have in here is some vodka, cream de cocoa, coffee liqueur, some Godiva chocolate liqueur. You can find any other chocolate liqueur for sure. And then any milk of choice. If you want it creamier, you can use half and half. But you just shake it all up, straighten into a martini glass, and here we are.
And get to drinking.
Cheers, and you'll feel good in no time.
Feeling good. Happy Friday. Extra happy. That's delicious.
That one hits.
That's delicious.
This one hits.
This one's going to be gone in no time.
Yes. I'm glad I'm going to be talking some more, because otherwise it'll be gone too fast.
I'll take care of yours if you need me to.
That's okay. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. All right. So with that being said, I handle my part. What is the word of the day, sir?
Well,
Or is it a quote?
it's a quote of the day.
Okay.
And, you know, I seen this the other day, and it's like so perfect, especially for all the wonderful quilters out there. The only way to do good work is to love what you do.
That is so
Period.
true.
Love what you do. If you don't love what you do, I'm not sure you're going to do good work.
No, I agree. And you know what? Sometimes you just have to make yourself love what you do. If you're in a situation where you, whether it's a job or you have to do a task that you don't love, you just have to go into it with a good attitude and just do everything the best of your ability.
The only way to do good work is sometimes pretend like you love what you do.
Pretend that you love it. Pretend that you love it. We are fortunate enough to be able to do what we love, and part of it is you and our community to show something. We have somebody to show up for here on Fridays and Tuesdays, so it's great. So thank you all. We really appreciate you joining us here every show. We love it. Love it.
Really love what we do. Yeah.
So our quilts hanging behind us, behind you, sir, is the Jolie, one of our Jolies. This one is made with the Wanderlust bundle that we have in house. I love that black print. That
Yeah,
is so
it's
cool.
nice.
And then behind me, we have a quilt that was gifted to you by one
So
of our
dope.
amazing community members, Linda. It is made out of like musical fabric, and it's the honey quilt out of the Stripology, the first Stripology book? Yeah,
Yeah.
I do believe so.
It's dope.
First or second, I don't remember.
Cool.
Mixology
I
book,
love it.
sorry. First Mixology. So that is what's hanging behind us. Now, there's some interesting national days today. World Heritage Day. And World Heritage Day encourages you to visit historical sites, museums, to recognize our history. And I think that's important today. These days that, you know, some places, not all of our history is being presented. So I think that's very important. It is National Exercise Day.
Oh, I better get outside and exercise.
We better exercise later on today.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Get that in.
We'll get it in.
We're doing some arm exercises though.
Yeah, we're doing some
Lifting,
curls.
some glass lifting. It is National Columnist Day. I like that because I do every morning. I read one column every morning. That's my news of the day. And then National Clean Out Your Medicine Cabinet Day. Now that is a task that I am guilty of ignoring. And I think it possibly is because I don't take many medicines. So they kind of just tend, if I do, they just end up staying.
Yeah, it's like
Sometimes you don't clean it out until it's full.
2010.
So that's a good one. And make sure you dispose of, hazardous stuff properly.
True that.
So yeah, when was the last time you looked in your medicine cabinet and looked at the expiration dates? I mean, I'm sure we have some over-the-counter stuff that's expired. Yeah.
What if it's expired and you still use it?
That's a chance you take, I guess. I don't think they're as effective. That would be my guess.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe some things become toxic. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not
probably.
a pharmacist.
Don't do it.
Nor
Check-
am I going to try to.
Check those dates.
Adult Autism Awareness Day. And I thought that was very interesting because I've been watching this show on Netflix. I absolutely love it. It's like makes your heart grow so many sizes every time I watch it.
Yeah.
It's Love on the Spectrum. I just love that show because it just makes you feel good. It's kind of like the Great British Baking Show. You feel good after it. You just feel so good. And it is really interesting that especially females get diagnosed a lot less than males, even like little girls. So a lot of women don't get diagnosed with their autism diagnosis until later in life, in their adulthood. So I think this is something to bring awareness to.
Yeah, agreed.
So love that. It is International Jugglers Day. They have their own day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now, okay, who here knows how to juggle? Do you know how to juggle? Have you tried it?
I can get a couple rounds in.
Like with 3 things?
Yeah,
I mean,
with
I
3
can do 2. I can juggle 2 things.
I can juggle a lot
No,
of projects really good.
You can juggle what?
A lot of projects.
True that. I can too. I can juggle a lot of quilting projects at the same time. But I was obsessed with this for a while. I remember for a period of time when I was a kid, and I kept grabbing apples and oranges at my house, and I was gotten so much trouble for
Jacking them up.
bruising them up that I stopped trying.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see who can juggle.
Who can juggle out there? Can you juggle?
Yeah. Well, we could maybe juggle some 1-yards. That could be a competition.
Try it.
No,
Let's see.
I'm not, because I need to use these.
Okay. All right.
Okay, it is also Animal Cracker Day. Animal crackers.
Oh, I love animal crackers.
You do?
I do. I get in the mode where I just go get the little box with the animal crackers on it, and I just once I start,
Go to
it's
town.
It's
That's you with pretty much any cookie. It's
Animal
more of a
crackers.
cookie than a cracker.
Yeah, it's a cookie.
So yeah, that's all the international national days. And for me, I didn't think animal crackers were that exciting as a food thing. So there's not really an interesting food day today. Except I found something. There's some kind of chocolate festival in Argentina. So I might need to learn more about that because that's way up my alley. But anyway, so since there's no interesting food days, I wanted to talk with Easter weekend being, well, it's almost here, Easter Sunday coming up. Other than chocolate, what foods do you eat or associate with Easter? I just think traditions are always so interesting to me. As you know, Christmas in Europe book, London Calling, all kinds of different traditions in different countries always intrigue me, and I'm so interested in learning. And so whatever it is, what do you associate with Easter that you just have to have or have to make for Easter? Because we don't really have anything other than chocolate for me.
Chocolate eggs, that's all you need.
And it's interesting, now that we are, all kids are gone. Easter used to be all about the kids, setting up the Easter egg hunt and doing all those things. And I know some of you may go to church. That was never a part of our tradition.
Yeah,
so
we had to get dressed up, go to church.
You would?
Yeah.
That was not us. It was more about finding the Easter eggs and eating all the chocolate.
Couldn't wait to get the Easter basket that had the same old whack.
But now that we don't
in it.
have kids here, and we're not with the grandkids, it's kind of like, what do we do? What should be our just adult tradition?
An Easter drink.
Just Mocha Martinis all around?
An Easter sip.
Maybe. Or maybe just taking a nap. That would be.
I'm gonna do some bicep curls. 1, 2.
But with that being said, let's do what everybody loves. Let's share our show and tell and your amazing quilts. We are starting off with an amazing Kobe quilt. This looks like flannel. This looks kind of like one of the Kobe's that we made. And this is made by Kate. I love this. I love the blues and greens. That's so cozy. Absolutely beautiful. Good job. Next up, we have a Hope quilt made by Stitches and Quilts. So I love this because this is a totally scrappy Hope quilt. You can do it scrappy, or you can have an accent color going through that center strip of the block. But I just love it scrappy like that. Really great. And it's so quick to do, guys. You can do, because there's no matching seams. You don't have to match up those strips, except for the middle, center part. But that's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy. So it's really great. And we were just thinking about this. We're coming up on 5 years since the Hope quilt along, so we'll have to celebrate that when that date comes. I think it was early May. Yeah, beautiful.
Keep Hope alive.
And here we have Holly made with a tumbleweed collection, and this is Treasure Quilts. This is beautiful. I absolutely love this. It's similar to what I did in the book. I did reds and greens because it was a Christmas collection. But you can do that same thing. It's just burgundies and teals. It's perfect. And that bundle is perfectly split like that and balanced like that. I love that. Really great job. Beautiful, beautiful.
This one is cool.
And this is Clarissa, made by Deborah.
Great colors.
Yes, beautiful colors and a perfect accent that really makes that secondary pattern stand out. So fun to see. Really lovely. Lovely colors. Next up is June, and this one is made by Debbie. I love the yellow and blue. That is so beautiful. Beautiful combination. I love the scrappiness of the blues, and then those yellow crosses just stand out. Excellent. Then we have Lori's Square Dance quilt.
Dancing squares. It's so perfect.
Yeah, Square Dance is in my Strip Your Stash book. I love the red center squares in this. That is perfect. And I love that it's not in every square. It just creates that little secondary theme through the middle. And that looks great on this bed.
Yeah.
Beautiful job, Lori.
Good work.
Next up is Linda's Cartwheels quilt. This Cartwheels is, I love these red, white, and blues. Beautiful job. Love the blue in the border. That's so perfect. That's the Cartwheels quilt is in my Stripology, Mixology 1 book. I do believe it's the first one.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure. But
all
yeah,
right.
I am sure. I am sure.
Okay. When you have so many hit books, you know.
I know it's hard to. I sometimes get a little confused which quilt is where. But awesome job. Audrey made this quilt, and this is called Quadrants, and this is in my Stripology Squared book. That is really cool. I love that rainbow effect on the background. It really does something different. And I think this is the quilt that Kara's taken inspiration from with the quilt she's making.
Nice.
The Quadrants quilt she's making. So really good job. Awesome.
All these jewels.
Then we have friends making jewel. This is Diane and her friends. They're all made a jewel quilt, all different. And this is such a fun way to see how the same pattern can be translated different ways and look fantastic in different colors. So love this, and how fun. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall on that party. That sewing session. I love it. Really great. And last but not least, we have an amazing table setting. These are little Albertas made into placemats and a centerpiece. This is by Rajmi, and fantastic job. That blue background is beautiful. It makes all of the other fabrics stand out perfectly. Perfectly complements the table. Excellent job. Yay! Good job, everybody. Thank you for the amazing inspiration, and please keep sharing in Goodrun's Quilt Crew on Facebook. Sorry, I sneaked a sip of my cocktail.
So what you did is you did some exercise. Bicep curl.
Are we counting?
4.
Well, I wanted to mention now we have one more giveaway as a part of our celebrating our 10 years of Stripology. Our April giveaway is coming up in 1 week. So if anybody is new watching this show, watching us, or haven't gone to our website to sign up for the giveaway, make sure you don't forget that. Hop on over. There's going to be a banner that says 10 years of Stripology. You click on it. There's going to be a page where you can put in your name and email and other information. And that is your one entry into our giveaway. If you have already signed up another month, you don't have to do it again. And because this month's prize is the big winner.
The big one.
Big winner. Look at that. All of the Stripology rulers, some books, stickers, patterns, and the amazing Stripology case. So there it is. Check it out and make sure you are registered in the giveaway. Have you done it, everybody? Have you done it?
Have you done it? Have you done it? Have you done it?
Have you done it? Yes, make sure we have done that. So one thing that I wanted to start a conversation about today, I think it's a perfect opportunity. We haven't really spoken about it, but we've gotten a lot of inquiries and questions, and people are wondering, and that is, and I'm sure you're seeing this in your local areas, regarding what is going to happen with prices of fabric, prices of our notions, with tariffs taking effect on so many levels. So I wanted to just open it up for questions, because we always want to be as transparent as we can. I know this is going to be a really tough time for especially small businesses, especially entrepreneurial businesses. And even though we have a variety of products, and a lot of our products that we make are made in the US, like my books and the Stripology rulers. However, sometimes the raw materials are not. And so we are seeing already a lot of our supplies are rising in price. One of our products is we're on in production right now. And that's just like a reprint or a resupply. And we are seeing some costs going up. And so I wanted to see if there were any questions. So our goal is, we've just been trying to keep it zen, not panic, not put all of our worries in it, but of course we are concerned because we are seeing, just like I'm sure you are, we're concerned that local quilt shops are closing. It's kind of what happened during the pandemic. A lot of shop owners saw the challenges facing them, and they were maybe going to retire in the next couple of years, so they took the route to just retire. I've been seeing that. Yeah, I've been seeing that. I think I'm up to the number 4 or 5 shops this
Forced out of the things you
past
love.
few weeks.
Just forced out of the things that you love.
Yeah, and I understand it because it's going to affect us. From most of our fabric vendors, we have received note that things are going to change in May. Now, we are not going to raise our prices on the stock that we have until we start seeing higher prices on what we have to pay for our cost of goods.
Yeah.
So we are going to stay fully transparent with all of you, but I just know that it is going to. Any idea how much they will go up? No, we are waiting, anticipating. So if you didn't know about where fabric is manufactured, most of the mills from most of the companies that we sell from, these are our quilt shop quality fabrics. Those are printed in Korea, in Japan, and then like wovens and other things are Pakistan and India. There are some fabric companies that print in China. I don't believe that we carry any that are, or many anymore that print there. So
Should we stockpile?
so Marjorie, stockpiling, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But here's the thing: if we all stockpile now and then you never shop for the next 2 months, shops are going to go away because we're not going to survive. So there's that aspect that I want to say. But I'm going to let you know that changes are coming in May. So if you see something now, I would think about that. I think many of us have a stockpile.
Is it kind of like the toilet tissue when that was?
Yeah, it's more so about like how can we support what we love and the businesses that we love and we want to keep going. Now, for us, we are going to keep going. We're going to keep giving you great content. We're going to keep giving you ways to quilt, just like we did during the pandemic.
That's right.
Just like we did. We're going to keep you quilting. We're going to keep you sane, hopefully, through all of this turmoil. But if you have any specific questions, let us know. I just wanted to be transparent and say, like, this is imminent. We're going to see everything go up.
Get in that stash, folks. Get in that stash.
And even like, my books, I really usually don't change the price on the books from the time that they get published. And then, even though I'm getting reprints, they stay the same price from the time they get published. It's impossible to do that anymore because we are going to see, even though we print in the United States, every cost of the paper and the inks and everything is going up.
Sam said, please don't retire.
No, we won't. We won't retire. We're not there yet, Sam. Don't worry.
We ain't going nowhere.
Now we're just gonna put our blinders on and still not blinders on. We're gonna keep our safe space and healthy space and positive quilting loving space here for everybody.
We'll just always come on
visit
and talk about it.
Huh?
We'll just come on live and just talk about it.
Yeah, we just wanted to be transparent because we've gotten questions and I don't want you to think that we are just keeping quiet and not talking about it. Of course, we are concerned. It's going to affect us. We are a small business. We're a family business. And so we don't have, those are the ones that are going to be hit the most because we don't have big corporate infrastructure to support us or to get loans to add to our supply. A lot of our bigger industry partners have, they're investment firms and things that have taken ownership. So we just don't know what it's gonna do. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep fighting, everybody.
We just the little peoples.
We're gonna try to keep prices reasonable as we always have. But it's just all of our vendors have told us, especially fabric vendors, that prices are going up. Some of our notions that we use on a day-to-day basis, of course, come from overseas. A lot of the thread is European. So there's just things. Unfortunately, we don't have that environment anymore here in America. We used to have free trade. which made us so successful. So hopefully this won't be too crazy.
Oh, this calls for a cocktail. Oh, it's gone.
Yes.
Whoopsie, it's gone.
So yeah, any questions? I see. It's lovely to see all your great support. Like I said, we're gonna keep going and be transparent, and so we'll see.
I agree, Chris. Head shake. What is wrong with
So
you?
let's talk about quilting. Let's talk about fun
The
stuff.
things we love.
Yes. It is important to talk about the hard stuff too. We don't shy away from that. As you guys know, during the pandemic, we talked about a lot of hard things.
There's no ups without the downs.
Okay, so what I wanted to mention is our FanFest, which is our one big festival where we get to see people in person at our headquarters in Chaska, Minnesota.
Terrence
And
ain't gonna jack that up. No,
we're going to get together and have fun.
that's right.
Oh, yeah. So we have not announced all of the different activities that will be coming out. So this is our festival. The dates are going to be September 10th or the 13th.
Yep.
And so we're going to have activities or things going on from Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday is our big tent sale and our big event day. So we have on our website, there's a page now, like a landing page where you can kind of learn more about the dates. And there's a little box there where you can sign up for a special email that will come to you first. So as soon as the events open up for registration, there's some of the events that you need to register for. The tent sale, you don't. But some of the other, there's going to be classes, there's going to be Paisley Park tours, there's going to be all kinds of fun social events. So if you want to go on our website and sign up for that special email to come to you if you're interested to learn about it, but
Sorry to distract
something to
you.
look forward to.
What is the fabric in the quilt behind you? Do you know?
I don't remember. It's a couple of years old. It was a musical themed fabric, so
Yeah.
not available anymore.
You say, well, we recommend hotels for FanFest?
Yes. So we always come out with a PDF guide with hotels and places to stay, other things to do in the area if you want to make kind of a little vacation out of it. There's a lot to do right around us. There's an amazing arboretum just down the street from us. There's just lots of great things to do, and a perfect time to come visit Minnesota if you haven't been to Minnesota ever.
Miss Diane,
This time of year is great.
She wants to know when the next so long is, Miss Diane.
We don't have a date yet, but there's a strip-along coming up.
Oh,
Strip-along coming
when
up.
is that?
You will hear all about it April 29th.
Stay
Let me just put that
tuned.
date out there because we get so many questions. Wow, about a strip-along. Where's the strip-along?
tuned,
Our
Diane.
9th annual strip-along. Information, April 29th. But if you don't know what FanFest is, you don't know what we do and how much fun we have, there's a little video from last year.
Yeah.
So let's play that, just for fun, to get us excited.
What brought me to FanFest was Gudrun and her wonderful quilts. Mr. HP and her whole family are just fun to see, and fun to see everybody work together.
Gudrun and Mr. HP, the entire family, is just such a breath of fresh air in the quilting world.
I really enjoyed the family feel of it. It's well titled, shall I say.
It's so amazing that community can reach so far and we can feel so close, even though we're so far apart. But to get to see them wanting to come to see us in person, that's just the greatest thing. It's the greatest thing in the world. So we appreciate it so much and are humbled.
How fun
Oh
is
my
that?
gosh, now I feel like I'm excited.
Let's
I'm
go.
excited
Let's
for it, yeah.
go.
It's also just like summer, and it was just a great time.
2025. Let's go.
Great time. So join us if you can. We understand you live all over and everywhere. I just saw a message from Scotland that one day they will make it over to visit us. That sounds amazing. Thank you for that. Now we have, I also wanted to mention 1 week left of our Mother's Day boxes. So they will ship in about a week. So, or a week from Monday, I do believe. So make sure you place those orders if you're thinking of making somebody happy for Mother's Day, even if it's yourself.
Yes, in the
Or,
parking lot.
nudge those family members.
She said, been in the shop.
So
Do you have it in the
I've
parking
been to
lot?
the shop. Do you have it in the parking lot area? Yes. So the big tent sale is going to be in the parking lot. We do it every year. We take over the whole place, the whole parking lot.
Yep.
So it's awesome. Yeah. So Mother's Day boxes. You want to put that information up there?
Quick behind you.
Oh, the quilt behind me is Honey from the first mixology book.
Honey for honey producer.
Yes. Oh. So this is an example of one of the Mother's Day perfect pairing boxes. You will get a full 12-piece bundle. We will get some 1-yards that are coordinating, some patterns, stickers, and fun gifts, a little coloring book. So it's just a really great value, great price for all of those great things. It's going to come in a really pretty cute box, a great gift, either to yourself or to anybody else. We can write out a personalized message and put a card in and ship it directly to who you want. But we have, I think, 12 different themes. And so I do think some of them were selling out, but check on that. So 1 more week to go on this one.
Miss Cheryl asked, would it be Paisley Park tours?
Yes, there will be Paisley Park tours.
Yes, we're going to do it this
So
year.
sign up for that email because that tour sold out in just...
It's not just any kind of Paisley Park tour. I will be guiding the Paisley Park tour, which is kind of special.
on another level,
Just
which he
saying.
never does, only for quilters.
Only for the quilters.
You've been asked by all kinds of superstars that go there
Yeah,
to
I like
come.
Nope. Only GE fans.
Only the fams.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, it is time for some exciting fabric. And here's the reason why I put this quilt up with the musical rock star theme.
Yeah.
Our first bundle that I'm going to show you. Ooh. It's called Feelin' Jazzy. How perfect.
That's going to be an awesome jacket.
I think you're already feeling jazzy.
I'm feeling jazzy.
You're feeling jazzy. You were. So we got to tell them this. Last night you were quilting, long arming, and playing jazz.
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
All right,
That
here we
jazzy
go.
background with some
Main
quilting.
print here. All of the instruments, even a drum, because you always complain that the drummers get left out.
I'm going to buy all this fabric.
But I love the colors too. This is
Finally.
this is by Wyndham Fabrics. And I love the texture. There's a little kind of a rough texture in the background. I love these colors. They're rich without being like too crazy bright, but so cute.
But they have a drum in there, most importantly.
Most importantly, they do have a drum. And then so we have 3 of these kind of a charcoaly black background. We have the musical notes. And I think this is a 10-piece bundle. So 10-piece bundle. We have the horn section. How cool is that? I love the gold on this black background. Not a full horn section, is
No,
it?
Nope.
It's just a saxophone.
And
Is this
trumpet.
a trumpet?
Yep.
Doesn't look. Has a little extra loop there.
No trombone.
No trombone here.
That's called there's a name for that trumpet. I can't remember.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, but going into another colorway, we have these beautiful teals and all the different guitars. Is that a banjo? Mm-hmm. Love
A
it.
blue banjo.
Love it. And a little bit of a lighter turquoise with the musical notes in yellow, black, and white. I just love this color combo. So nice. And I love this print. It's a play on the piano keys, but I love the colors,
Nice.
all in the teal. It is so cool. We have the same main print here in the off-white, kind of a light cream background, but it's so nice because these are such rich and warm colors. It makes all of those colors stand out so perfectly. So here we have Most, even a harmonica.
Look at that.
So nice, yeah.
Love it.
Wait, no, drum is here. I was just checking for you.
Yeah, make
We
sure.
have the musical notes in the cream with gray and black. And then we have the horn section in the low volume, and the cream, black on cream. And last but not least, we have the true piano, the black on the cream print. I love this. This would be really fun to use as little borders or bindings, anything like that. That is so cute. So 10 pieces. This is the collection. And so I did my poll, and let's just start with the dark side. Starting with the darkest black, this is spotted black. Love that. So even though it's a little bit deeper, darker black than these are, it would create that deepest tone. My second one is dry brush blue black. And that one is a tad bit lighter, but it has the darkest part of it match this perfectly because the texture is very similar to this one. It has that blue undertone in it. So really, really nice. Now I wanted to mention every time I do a fabric pull and all of the 1 yards I choose with a collection, when you go to the product page where you find the collection, so you could go to GE Quilt Designs and search for Feeling Jazzy, you pull up the bundle and you scroll down a little bit, it will all have all of those 1 yards as suggested additions. So that's where you can find all of these. Trying to make it easy for you. I brought in a gray just because we have a lot of gray in the prints. So this is glaze in the ash. Could also possibly be a background, but I did bring in a little bit lighter tone of gray that would work really great as a background. It would stand out from all of them. This is grunge ash. So glaze ash and grunge ash. And you'll see there's a little bit of blue in here, which tones really nicely with the teals. So then as far as the teals, for the darkest hue, I went with Thatched Lagoon from Mocha, a really nice, perfect match to the darkest tones. Something in the middle, Glaze Waterfall. This one has both the lighter and the darker tones. It's a really great match in here. And then I did one kind of the lightest. This is grunge in the blue. So it's kind of a light turquoise, a light blue. And so you'll see that it's going to bring out some of the lightest tones. For the off-whites or the creams, it is quite creamy, so I went with a grunge winter white, which has that same perfect creamy tone and a little bit of a texture. Or you could do spotted ivory, which has that very subtle spotted texture. But perfect, a little bit lighter, but will work well in here as well. So then I thought, let's jazz it up a bit, huh?
Jazz it up.
Let's jazz it up with some fun accents. So if you wanted to jazz it up, there's a lot of hints of orange here. So I brought two options. Love this one. This is Nitty Gritty Nectarine, one of our newer ones. And because it has such variety in the colors, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of brown, this works really well as an accent. Or if you wanted to make a huge pop, grunge russet orange would be a great option as well.
There's a little hint.
Just a little hint of spice. Like that girl in the video. Just a hint of spice.
A little hint of spice, a little hint of tomato.
A little yellow, because you'll see all the yellow in the instruments. This is grunge chiffon. It's a newer grunge for us, but it would be a great option for a pop. And I also brought in a blue, because you'll see blue here. There's blue in some of the instruments, and this one is dry brush blue, simply blue. So this is our Feeling Jazzy. Are you jazzy yet, everybody?
Feeling jazzy.
Yay! The next line I have for you, I mean, we were jazzy already, but now we're gonna get even more color with some florals. Amazing, Robin Pickens, newest line, beautiful poppies. Well, not just poppies. This line is called Super Bloom. So I have a little soft spot for poppies because we have them, the Icelandic poppies in Iceland, of course, and then my grandma grew the big red ones as well. That was so pretty. So starting off with this red background, orange poppies, beautiful print. And I love just the brightness of the green in there. It's a little bit of pink. Then we have, and this shade of red is just beautiful. It's not too harsh. It softens up with that little bit of a pink print on top. Pretty butterflies in orange and lavender. This is a 12-piece bundle. And I always like to throw in just a couple of basics. So this is one of her basics. Bringing this one back. This is the Dotty Thatched. Dotty Thatched is the name of this one. So it's the thatched that we've seen, but with the little dots on top. So pretty. And I love this one. This is a unique one. It kind of almost looks like a batik, but bringing in with a red base, but bringing in the lighter tones, a little bit of pink. A really nice kind of a foliage print. So bringing us into the lighter ones, we have the red poppies on a cream background. How gorgeous is this? I love this. So cool. And again, we have the butterflies. And then you see the vines are in this beautiful bright green. And then we have a medium floral on the cream background. Big orange blooms, bright green leaves. So pretty. I mean, nobody really does florals like Robin Pickens. Just absolutely love them. Then we have a really unique stripe. Love this one because it's subtle, but you can use it to cut up and use into the print, but you can also use it for fun borders and bindings and things. And we go into the third colorway, which is this really unique navy blue. So here we have the red and orange poppies mixed, but this is kind of has a little bit of a purplish hue to it, purpley navy. Should we call it that? Let's just call it purpley navy.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's just so sharp and striking on with these big red blooms. We have the medium floral on that same background, just with a little bit of lavender, all the orange and the green. Yeah, I think this one is going to be a popular one. Totally. We are making some beautiful things with it, by the way. Another one of the stripes in the navy, but you can see when we put the red and the pink and the lavender on top, it takes on a more of a purple. So it's really interesting to play with color like that. And then last but not least, I brought in this navy Dotty Thatched. Beautiful hue, has just, like I said, just a tiny bit of a purplish undertone. So, but really, really great. So it has a really nice flow. We have some lights, we have some mediums, and then we have some darks in the line. So many things you could do with it and play with it. Before I show you my pole, I wanted to show you, we have two different 1-yards that are from the line, and those are her, kind of like her ombre prints. So let's see, I don't have them here. They're also kind of hard to show off. So we have, this one has, and this is where kind of the super bloom comes in because it has the different flowers. I love this idea. So this is selvage to selvage. So you'll see from the far left to the far right, that's selvage to selvage. So you get a yard of this, you can cut it up and just do the white flowers. And then we have these are black-eyed Susans and coneflowers and poppies. And so you can kind of play with it. It's also gorgeous in you could use it as a panel. You can cut it out and use it as a panel. Isn't this beautiful? So this is just a one with a darker background, so you'll see more color in the backgrounds. So they're really beautiful. So don't forget about these two. We sell them just as 1 yards. Even if you wanted it as borders, you could just piece them, but it's pretty awesome. So let's look at my pull. I started with a darker end. So the darkest hue of navy, I went with a grunge true blue. It's pretty pure, but has kind of a brightness to it without being too just dark. And then I love this one. This is Bumbleberry's navy blue, and this has that perfect purplish hue to it. As you can see, isn't it pretty? And this works perfectly with what I've been saying, kind of a purpley navy. So it's perfect. Then we have, I'm gonna hop over on the reds, 2 different reds to go with these beauties. We have the dry brush and the cherry. Has a little bit deeper, darker reds that would be great with any of the reds. And then a little bit lighter, this is glaze in the lava. So pretty. So just great with these. Going into, I wanted to throw in a little bit of orange because there is quite a bit of orange here, and especially with this print over on this side. This is thatched copper, so a new thatched color that she came out with for this line. Really perfect with that shade, those orange poppies. And then I'm going to show you these light colors. It's a little bit creamy, so not pure white. I would go with either a grunge whisper, which matches it perfectly, or spotted white. But honestly, with these prints having so much color in them, they really read as low volume. So if you wanted to go with a background, I would probably choose something other than white so that these will really stand out. Then I have some great prints here, either to add in or to add contrast. So we have a little more orange, Bumbleberry's Brazilian orange. So this is great because we have so much orange. It's a little bit lighter than this one, so it has lots of variety, and I love this in here. And then also for the brighter ones, this is glaze and the tangerine, so that would be a great option to pop something up like that. There's some gold tones in here, and this would be a fantastic kind of a contrasting color because it's not a lot of it, but it will stand out from all of the prints in the line. This is glaze and the citrine, which would be great for that purpose. Now, you will see green throughout all the prints. So I have a couple of options for the green as an accent, as little narrow borders, things like that. Grunge Pine has a little bit more olive to it, some shade textures. So that will be option number 1. And I think option number 2 is really great too. This is Nitty Gritty in the Forest. Has a lot more, I would say, variety in the tones, and still that bright green that matches the green in here perfectly. So this is Super Bloom by Robin Pickens for Mocha Fabrics. And there it is, our Super Bloom, beautiful fabric. Somebody mentioned Jolie. Actually, that's one of the quilts that I am dying to make out of this. It would make a gorgeous Jolie, and you could do a separate color for that little square. A green or a tangerine would both be amazing. Even white, but I would want those lights in there, so I think I would go with a green or a tangerine. It'd be great.
Yeah.
So all that's left is our winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Our Good Friday winner. If you're celebrating Easter, Good Friday is today. I didn't mention that when we were talking about the national days. In Iceland, if you translate Good Friday in Iceland, we call it Long Friday.
Is that good?
Is Long Friday good?
Yeah.
I think it's, the meaning behind it, like, Christ being on the cross, and it was a really long day for everybody, so that's why it's called Long Friday in Iceland. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if anywhere else in the world it's called that, but in the States it's Good Friday.
This is my next cocktail.
Huh?
Cold water. You got to have it.
So do you have a winner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come on.
Drum roll.
Sandy Rue Piper. Congratulations, Sandy. $25 gift card is yours. All you got to do is email us to help@GQuiltDesign, and we'll take care of you right away, getting you that gift card. Get some shopping done, everybody.
Shopping, yay.
Yes. Our next show is this coming week, Tipsy Tuesday, April 22nd. It is Dangerous Day, Dangerous block number 3?
3.
3.
Yeah.
Block number 3, and then we have a 1 Yard Wednesday following that, 9:30 in the morning. Jody will give you some great options for great deals on 1 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have our Happy Friday show, April 25th at 12 p.m. Central, a week from today. We'll be back here.
Sweet.
So that is our show today. Thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful, happy Easter if you celebrate Easter. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Maybe eat some chocolate or have yourself a nice Mocha Martini.
Yeah, why not?
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Step into the groove, it's the place to stay. GE Designs got the Stripology way. Quilting with the beat, you feel that heat. We're the rulers of the strips, every inch so neat. Lay your fabric here, lay it right here. Cut it right there, cut it right there. Precision in the rhythm can't help but stand. From morning to night we cut and we can. Every quilt a masterpiece, nothing can compare. GE Designs where precision is our vibe. Cut it, slice it, make it so right. Quilters, sewing in the moonlight. Measure once, cut twice. That's the funky rule. Stripology magic, yeah. It's hella cool. Turn that fabric loose, make it strut and strong. We're jamming with the quilts in control. Oh, everybody now, lift up those strips, Feel the stripology, adding flair to your life. From edge to edge, we groove through the night. Sew it up, show it off with a glorious sight. GE Designs where precision is our vibe. Cut it, slice it, make it so right. Quilters, sewing in the moonlight.